Welcome to your Monday. I'm Jay Cleveland Payne, aka your Mr. Monday, and this quick bit of motivation and inspiration was originally published on January 31st, 2022. Original message goes as follows. A recipe will help you create a standardized product to offer to the world, but a standardized product does not get a standardized reaction from the crowd it's presented to. So, going deeper into this message, this one should be pretty simple. If you want to create a pie, you want to bake a pie, an actual pie, you go to a recipe. You go to a recipe that tells you how to exactly make this pie, how to recreate this pie from a certain recipe. Now, there are probably plenty of different recipes on various different pies from different flavors, different ingredients, different types for different people. But if you want to essentially just make a pie, you don't go and start throwing ingredients together and try to imagine how it comes out and hope that it comes through. You start with a recipe. You make a standardized product, a pie. You follow it to the letter because you want it to come out to the instructions that you're given. Now, when you present that pie to someone, you're going to have interesting reactions. Some people may love it. Some people may hate it. Some people may be indifferent to the pie. Some people may wish you'd baked a different type of pie. Some people may be going to eat gluten-free and wish that you would use gluten-free flour or something like that. Some people may be very, 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 very particular in something about the pie, and they're going to hit you for it for a long time. Just because you created the standardized product, the product that meet the standards and more or less is exactly the same as per the recipe, doesn't mean you're going to get the same reaction from everyone out there. Now, standardized products is how business is made. You don't go to the store and buy a randomized thing off a shelf. You buy something because it's consistent, because it does the same thing over and over again. The same box of cereal is the same flavor, same texture, same amount in it, the same standard of clothes, look the same, feel the same, do the same, or action to the same. The same standard of tools are meant to do the same thing and work at the same level and last the same amount of time. A standardized product will do what it does on a standardized level. But just because it's built to a standard doesn't mean that everyone else is gonna get it. Everyone else is going to understand it, and everyone else is going to love it or even hate it. Some people have a preference for a certain brand. Let's talk iPhone versus Android phones. Some people will swear that iPhones are the most amazing things in the world, and some people will say that Android phones get the job done, and that's the point. That's basically the average argument on your phone type. Some people may say they both kind of suck and want something that's built on some other standard that's no one uses. Hard to understand, but that's the way it goes. A standardized product will give you a standardized product. Period. The reactions to the people you present it to will vary. So you have to worry about that variation based on what it is you're doing. Are you selling widgets and are those widgets standardized? Great. That means the widget should do the same thing for each person who buys it. It's just a matter of the other person's preference on whether it's going to do it to a level of proficiency or a perceived level of proficiency. Sometimes that reaction has nothing to do with your actual widget. It's just it's the widget. It's not the certain brand that they want to get. If you're giving a speech, if you're talking to people, you're delivering words out to folks, and you're giving a standardized lesson, standardized message, something that needs to be repeated over and over again, and hopefully over and over again ad nauseum to the same level so that people understand it, various people will react to it in various ways. We are seeing this in the real right now, in our real reality, where people are reacting to a lot of things being told us by the government, and they're not actually following along with it with bated breath. Of course, most governments have this problem where a government says something or a large entity says something, and people sort of disbelieve what they want to disbelieve. But we're seeing it in real time on things that are affecting how life is lived in the world, not only just here in America, but around the world, and how we are living and dying in some cases. The standardized message is standardized and being repeated over and over again until it gets turned into some other thing and turned into a weapon against the people they're giving the message to. Just because you have something that you can more or less say is standardized doesn't mean it's going to stay that way or be in the best interest of the people receiving the message or using the widget or eating the pie. Now, if you want to do something that's out of the ordinary, something massive, something big, feel free to do that. Do something specialized, and you'll get different reactions from different people. You'll want to see specialized reactions from the crowd. You still won't get anything that's standardized, but you'll see something of people who are reacting to what's different or not standardized by what you're doing. And that is a good thing. But sometimes you just need a slice of bread, a piece of pie, a pair of pants, a widget to just do what it needs to do. Don't be so hard on yourself, on people who are going to be hard on you because your standardized piece of equipment or pie or pair of pants isn't very special. Does it function? Then let it function. Let the function speak for itself. If someone really, really, really needs something that's specialized or just does not like your standardized product, they'll go someplace else. Someone will buy your stuff. Someone will buy your pie. Someone will buy your pants. Someone will buy your widgets. And some will complain, but they will buy it because they know it works. They know it'll get the job done. Don't get so hung up on expecting some sort of wow, just people just accept what you're giving because they never do. If it's standardized, keep it standardized because then you have consistency. If it's specialized, know that the specialization means extra work and extra care. But know what it is you're presenting and be prepared for the reaction of the crowd because it pretty much never is exactly how you'd like it to be. A recipe will help you create a standardized product to offer to the world, but a standardized product does not get a standardized reaction from the crowd it is presented to. This original message was published on January 31st, 2022 from Welcome to Your Monday. For more messages like this one, plus books, merchandise, and other information like this project, visit the website, welcometoyourmonday.com.